All right, you guys. So I just interviewed one of my superstar clients, Lorenzo. He's a Marine working 40 plus hours a week and a dad of two. He lost over 30 pounds in just 2 months working with me. If you're a father out there and you're struggling to lose the weight, you know you need to lose weight for your kids, you have a leadership position, right? And you know you need to lead by example for your team and for your children and for your family. This is the video for you. This is the video for you. Lorenzo, when he came to me, he was unconfident taking off his shirt. He was self-conscious, right? He didn't look at himself in the mirror for over a year. And he didn't hop on the scale. He only hopped on the scale 6 months because you have to do it for his height and weight test. But he rarely hopped on the scale because he was afraid of what it would say. Because he knew he wasn't putting in the work. He knew he didn't know what to do to get the results that he wanted. So if you're a dad out there, right? You're a father and you want to get the results. It's not about going harder or starving yourself. Because Lorenzo got the results that he wanted by not having to starve himself, by not having to cut out sugar, by not having to run or anything like that. That's some bullshit. He got the results that he wanted, and he was still able to eat ice cream every single night. He was able to eat chips every single day, and he was able just to walk to lose the weight. You can walk to lose the weight, bro. There's no excuses, all right? But you just don't know how to do it. You just don't know how to do it. You just don't know how to fit ice cream in your diet to get the results that you want. Okay. So I straight up interviewed him for an hour and he gave you the complete breakdown on how he did it and how you can do it too. All right. So look, this is some free game right here. This is some real game right here. All right. He's one of my best performing clients. His transformation alone has inspired not only his kids, but his recruits, his girlfriend. Now the people in his life are getting healthier because he's taking his fitness journey more seriously. When you take your fitness more seriously and you start getting healthier, everyone around you gets better. Everyone around you. If you want a healthier life, if you want your kids to be healthier, if you want your clients or your customers or the people that you work with to be better, you have to be better. You have to. And Lorenzo learned this, right? He understood this once he made his transformation. So enjoy this video right here. It's gonna be a great one. All right. If you watch the whole thing, you take notes, right? You really focus in on what he's saying. You listen to the message behind what we're, speaking about. You'll get the results too in the next 2 months. All right. Just remember, you guys, I don't teach a hack. I teach what fucking works. Okay. There is no hack. There is no shortcut. There's only what works and what doesn't. The biggest hack that you'll ever get when it comes to fitness is accepting it as a lifestyle. Once you accept it as a lifestyle, then you'll get the results faster because you're better and your mindset is right. So let's get into the video. Let's crush it, man. What's up, everybody? So this is going to be a great, interview right here. My client, Lorenzo, he's been a part of the program, 3-4 months now. Lost a lot of weight, like over 20 pounds in, 3 months, right? And he's already seeing his abs. He's already, he's getting in the best shape of his life. He's absolutely crushing it. And I'm going to use this interview to really give you guys some game on how he did, it. All right. So first, Lorenzo, I want you to give them a little background information, about you, like, what you do for work, how many kids you got, all that kind of stuff, so that the person watching can know where you're at.
Yeah, no worries. Hello, everyone. My name is Lorenzo. I've been in the Marine Corps for the last 14 and a half years. I have two kids. They're actually here with me right now.
Man.
And still trying to crush it as much as I can.
Yeah, yeah. And I know that you said you've been in the Marine Corps. Um, tell me about that. Like, how has the Marine Corps and how is your children, how have they been, kind of impacting your journey a little bit so far?
So the Marine Corps in general, like we're all about fitness, trying to get in the best shape of our lives or whatever.
Right.
That's all instilled at boot camp. Once we start moving on to our follow-on training, we get this thing called freedom, the freedom of choice.
Right, right.
So gone is that discipline that we had, like, oh yeah, we have to PT all the time, work out all the time, but now we have ability for Domino's. Now we can go to McDonald's. Now we can go to this place. Now we can go to that place. It We lost the structure.
Mm.
And that was really impacting the way I was feeling about myself. And then right before I met you, followed you on Instagram for a hot minute. And then out of the blue, man, you hit me up. Yeah, I think it was it was what was it, back in like September of last year. And as I
I
was looking
think,
at those messages, yeah, I was looking at those messages, I was like, this can't be that. There's
right.
no way this guy that I'm following is hitting me up right now. Like
Can
there's
you
no
tell them that it is actually me hitting?
it is actually in fact you.
Yeah, because
Because
I get
once
that
we
message all the time. They be like, "Man, this
yeah,
gotta be AI." Yeah.
yeah, I thought it was AI at first, but no, it in fact is you. Once we got off that conversation, you were basically checking up on me, saying like, "Hey, uh, what do what do I want to do with my fitness journey?" At the time, I told you I just went down for surgery.
Yeah.
I had a torn rotator cuff, torn labrum, and then you're like, "Yeah, I'll hit you back up in like 6 months." I'm like, after that phone call, I was like, or a text message, I was like, "Yeah, whatever." Like, it's not gonna happen.
Right.
Sure as shit, 6 months later, in
I
fact,
don't think
at
it was
my dad,
exactly 6 months, but I was
I
like,
don't
"Oh
think it
yeah,
was. I don't
yeah,
think it was, but yeah, it was. I was like, wow, this guy really hit me up. Okay, maybe it's something to look into. Before you and I really got talking,
hmm
um, as far as our mindset in the Marine Corps, there are, again, gyms available to us 24/7.
hmm
We have the option to eat whatever, whatever we want. And there are portions either at the town hall, or there are portions if you go to either what do we have on base right now? Chipotle or other stuff. Like, the options are there to eat well. We just choose the wrong foods.
hmm
And that's what we were doing. And because again, we live in San Diego, what's that place? Canes isn't too far away. The Habit isn't too far away. Chick-fil-A is not too far away. So during lunch, we're like, okay, yeah, we worked out this morning around like 5 or whatever. Like, okay, we did that. We're just gonna go smash some Chick-fil-A. We're gonna go smash some Canes. And it completely negated everything we were doing. And then we were wondering why all of us were blowing up and getting bigger, getting bigger, when in fact we really weren't. Like, I look a lot, I don't know, I feel like I look a lot bigger now, look more better now than I did when I was 220, and I'm 197 now. And again, when you and I started talking, I didn't want to be anywhere near 197.
right,
I
right,
didn't want to be anywhere near it. I think I first told you, like, oh yeah, I just want to be 215 and be fine. And you're like, no, we're going to 200. I'm like, okay, yeah. I just trust the process. Like, let's go. And now I'm trying to, just so I think you and I already talked about it. I'm trying to get down to either 12% or 10%, and then we'll go from there.
man. No, I love it. I love it. I know that. Yeah, you've made some great progress, and we will get into that. Like, because you did, right? Like,
Yeah.
not you did, you are, right?
Mhm.
But I wanted to ask you a little bit so they can have a little bit more context of like what life was like before the program and some of the struggles that you had before. I know that you were in the Marine Corps, and when you were doing, I'm not sure, the terminology that you guys use for it, but
Yeah.
basically, for my girls, they call it basic training or something like that. You guys
Yeah.
work time, right?
Hmm.
After that, you got the freedom, right? What struggles were you encountering that basically didn't get you to the I know, but they don't know,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
What struggles were you, encountering, like in as much detail as you can, on your own that made you really realize, or I wouldn't say realize, but be more open to the fact of getting help.
It was honestly, it was finally looking in the mirror and just like I didn't like what I saw. Um, as we were working out and eating, whatever, yeah, we were gaining weight, but so was my waistline, but so was everything else. And then
Mm,
after we were putting so much effort into, again, we're training so hard, and that's what they're pushing. Like, you got to train hard, you got to quote unquote eat right or watch what you eat.
mm,
But I guess what a lot of us lack is the lack of knowledge of counting your macros, like how many calories you're taking in, and then put that into a workout plan. Because we were just, dude, we were doing whatever. Like, let's just go on a 5 mile run today, call it a good workout. Or tomorrow, let's go to the gym, call it a good workout. Or let's go do some hit workout this day or that day. It was so wishy washy everywhere. And then before I joined the program, like I saw pictures of myself. Even when I look back at the pictures, the
Mm-hmm.
very first picture of myself, I'm just like, I don't like it. And it was the fear of taking off my shirt in public. Like I did not want to do it, like
Mm-hmm.
at all. I mean, I'm still self-conscious about it a little bit now, but
Mm-hmm.
not so much anymore.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're looking good. Looking
Yeah,
good. Looking good.
not so much anymore. But then I would just put the shirt on because it would just cover everything I was really insecure about. And again, one day I looked in the mirror, I'm just like, I
So,
basically like, who are you, man? Like,
man, so like, what led up to that? Because I know a lot of people are just not. Even when I'm gonna be, very honest
yeah,
with you, where I want this to be a very vulnerable conversation.
yeah,
Even when I
absolutely.
pick up a couple, and I don't get like super fat, but it's like when I'm bulking, right? And you'll see
Hmm.
bulking is soon. But
Yeah.
when I'm bulking, like I'll put on a shirt, right? And then I'll be insecure myself. Like I mean, like when I'm picking up a little extra fat, I feel insecure, and I try to refrain not from really looking, in the mirror like that. Why do you
Hmm.
think that before you finally looked in the mirror at yourself, how long had it been before you actually had a good look at yourself? And what do you think was your reason for not looking at like what made you finally look at yourself and be like, damn, I just don't like this?
Um, I realized that I went from 200 at one point,
Hmm.
and went up to 220, 230, and I
Hmm.
started running, dropped dropped some weight, and then when I stopped the running, weight came back. Started
Hmm.
running, weight was like 225. I couldn't, hold on, baby. Everything. Uh, I just noticed that I was more tired, more sluggish, like any word you can use about that. And when I went to go again work out on these long runs, I was more gassed than anything else. And I started seeing my performance like physically go down.
Mm.
And then that translated to everything else in my life as far as like cleaning up around the house or trying to be there for the kids or trying to, execute things at work. Um, the thing that most of us fear, at least for myself, as far
Hmm.
as being in the military, is stepping on the in-body scan. Now, a lot of people think that, oh, it's broken or, it doesn't tell you your true thing. Like, no, that thing is 100% accurate. And it hit me with a big old dose of reality. We have this thing in the Marine Corps called height and weight, and we do it every 6 months, or at least once every 6 months.
Okay.
Marine Corps got me at 220, I want to say 18%, and my max body fat percentage is 19. Most of us think like, hey, we made it.
Mm.
Cool. And for whatever reason, I was just like, let me go step on this machine. Like, I really want to see where I'm at because I'm uncomfortable and I don't know. I'm not looking forward to what it's really going to tell me.
Mm.
I think it was 220 or 225, whatever I was at the time. I remember it saying 25% body fat.
Mm.
And I just like, how did I get here? And when that hit me, that's about the time I hit you up and you and I started conversating. I was like, yeah, definitely need to change. And because of that, um, I did a complete 180. Like, I don't want to be there anymore.
What about that scared you so much or shocked you so much?
I talk a lot of shit, especially to my Marines. I
Right.
really do. If we were to get them on this call right now, if I call one specific one, he's like, yeah, my gunny definitely talk shit. And because I'm the gunny, their leader, whatever,
Right.
I'm always out there in front of them. When we go on long runs, I'm always trying to be in the front or on the side, trying to motivate them or whatever. And at that particular time, before you and I linked up, I told them like, all of you are looking healthy, and if you don't know what I mean by healthy, all of you are looking like fucking fat. And I said it just like that in front of everyone. Said it in front of everyone.
Right. Right.
And then, the universe has a way of working out and humbling you real quick. That I want to say the next day, that's when I did that. I was like, wow, how can I sit here and be a leader or talk so much shit to these guys if I'm not in the best shape I'm trying to be in? I'm telling them they look fat, but in reality, I'm fat as fuck, at least to myself. Like, I'm fat. And then once I finally realized, like, okay, this is where I'm at, you and I started talking. You asked me to take front picture, back picture. Like, I did not want to do it. And you can even see it in those photos. Like, I was not about it. I
Yeah.
was not about it whatsoever. But then after that, you basically laid out a blueprint. I know this wasn't going to be something that was going to happen overnight. And all you told me was like, Here it is. This is what I need you to do. You gave me the goals. You gave me the community that everybody is looking for.
Mm.
Finding like-minded people.
Man.
Once I found that, all I did was follow it. That's it. Told me what to eat. Now I can kind of play around with the macros just a little bit, still hit them. I can now eat ice cream, which I didn't give up everything that I really wanted.
Right.
Like,
Right.
like even yourself, you said if I wanted to go out to eat, you're like, hey, make sure you stay 5 days consistent. You
And
can have that
tell them
one.
how you took the scale to
Oh yeah,
yeah.
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I was so nervous about that. You told me to get a food scale,
Yeah.
and then you're like, okay, in order for you to have that one meal or the one cheat meal, it's not a whole cheat day, it's a cheat meal. In
Mm.
order for you to have that, you got to go through 5 days of eating what I tell you to eat. Like, okay, so that's an incentive for the weekend. Got
Yeah.
it. And then before I go eat that, I got to make sure I log that in beforehand. That way I already have it calculated.
Mhm.
Sometimes I'm a little bad about that. Not gonna lie, I'll probably eat breakfast, then put that meal in, and then whatever. I'll figure it out. I have
Yeah,
snacks.
yeah. As
I
long
have
as you
snacks.
figure it out. As long
Yeah,
as you figure it out. Yeah,
I
yeah.
got snacks in here. But yeah, that first day, I took that food scale out in public. I was like, everybody is looking at me. This is really weird. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I sent you that picture. You're like, let's fucking go. I'm like, okay, I'm okay. Like once you gave me that support, and my girl gave me that support, I was like, okay, like I can definitely do this. And now it's not even I take it without a second thought. And people, yes, still ask me questions like, "Are you really taking it that serious?" I'm like, "Yes, like
Mhm.
100%. I'm taking it that serious.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's it's just wild." I saw. I want to touch on this real quick. I saw my mom and dad
Mhm.
2 weeks ago for my youngest birthday, who's actually he's here on the wagon right now, just running around. But I saw them then for his birthday, and then I just saw him last week. So 2 weeks, 2 weeks had gone by, and even my mom's like, "You're still looking like thinner. You look like you're losing weight." I'm like, "I'm not losing weight. I'm like, it's fat loss. Like there's a difference.
Yeah, yeah.
Total is a
Educator.
total
Educator.
yeah, there's a total difference between weight loss and fat loss." And then again, I'll touch on this. This goes along to like just the mindset that we have in the military. And I won't speak for the entire military itself. Just this is what I experienced growing up in the military.
Mhm.
We will definitely work out. We will definitely eat whatever. And as long as you look fucking skinny fat, like you're in shape. Cool. No, not at all. You're still fat. Like you're still fat. I'm sorry. Right. There's just no way around it. Like you are.
Right.
And again, you had told me from the beginning, just trust the process. And as I started seeing the pictures week by week, you can slowly start to see it. I didn't see it at the beginning until like I want to say like maybe a month in, like for myself, because I see myself every day.
So
But
that's a valid question. I mean, that's a valid statement that you say because Devontae said something. Yeah, you know Devontae, yeah.
yeah,
But Devontae said something that was pretty interesting to me, right? He said
hmm
he said when he first joined the program, right?
hmm
It was he was still following what I told him to do, but he wasn't 100% trusting in the process.
yeah,
And until he saw the results after 30 days, right?
hmm
But were you the same, or were you more like you just trusted it from the rip? And if you did trust straight from the rip, what made you so confident enough to just be like, I'm just because a lot of people like some
yeah.
have guys, bro, that don't trust the process until 90 days afterwards.
Oh wow,
Like
they're
it's
missing
just
out.
yeah, I say so too. Like they
Yeah,
eventually get it together, but it's like, bro, it's not that you wasted 90 days. You just had a 90-day learning curve, right?
yeah.
But yeah, but what made you like just from the rip, just like I'm gonna trust the process, well, first, did you have that indication too? Like, oh, like you was a little hesitant at first, or did
Um,
you dive straight into it?
at first, I was a little hesitant. But then after you and I had that initial phone call and we made the payment, I already got the meal plan. I was like, I already invested in this. So it's like I'm investing in the knowledge that you have to give to me so I can go ahead and take this on and do it for the rest of my life. And then at the time, I was just like, it's $200. Like, you're either going to do it or you're not.
Right.
So I paid for it. So yes, I'm going to do it. And at that point, and I just dove right in, like, was all in from the get go. And I think one of the first things you had me do is just as you were putting the workout plan together and the meal plan, like, hey, just go walk. Say hi. uh, Just go walk. I want to say at the time it was 11,000 steps a day. And I thought that was so hard. I'm like, how am I going to get 11,000 steps a day? I'm like, I used to run like 5 or whatever miles. And that's the thing that saved my freaking knees is I didn't have to run all the time to do this. And when I tell people that, they're like, you didn't have to run. I'm like, I haven't ran. I only ran with the Marines, I want to say like twice this entire time.
Uh-huh.
But I've only been walking and I've still been dropping all this. I'm still eating ice cream, which is freaking, actually, I have that on my snacks for today. I put that in first. So I'm
Really?
definitely going to have me some
Ah,
Halo Top.
okay. Okay.
Definitely going to have me some Halo Top today.
Yeah.
Um, I'd say the hardest part was honestly the first week
Mhm.
because you're eating all this and you're like, okay, I got to follow this. Now learning how to measure out the food. Okay. And again, looking at yourself, I'm like, okay, you did this
Mhm.
and you're giving me the tools of how to do it. So why not follow it?
Mhm.
But honestly, just going all in from the get go, like definitely see results. Now it's, what are we, the end of July, and now I'm getting 20,000 steps just because I feel bad because I can't go to the gym still.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah,
it,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Like that is really where it's coming
And
from.
you're
Like,
still and you're still losing fat.
yeah,
Not even going to the gym.
I'm really not. And I'm still following the meal plan that you gave me. And granted, yes, now that it's a little higher calories, I want to say higher fat and lower carbs. I think I upped the protein for the egg whites to 160. So I'm still hitting what I need to hit.
Right.
So again, this whole time I'm still learning. So again, being a student of the game, like you have the knowledge, let me just sit back, do what I need to do.
Man, man.
Yeah.
So we know your struggles and we know your first 30 days like in the
Yeah.
program. You kind of just jump. It sounds like you just jumped
Yeah.
in and just just did everything. Tell us a little bit about, the community, right? The community, the group calls. Well, actually, first, most important question than that. How much weight did you lose the first month? Or the first 2 months? Yeah, the first month.
The first month,
Mm.
I want to say it was maybe like, I think it was like 10 pounds or something like that, or 10 or 15, somewhere around there. Uh, I think then you were still on me like, yo, you have to weigh yourself every day. Like, I need to see it. I'm like, oh, why? Like, I don't like the numbers. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down. Like, but yeah, I want to say two, four, six. Yeah, I think it was about 10 pounds. So it was like 2.5 pounds a week is what I lost. And I didn't really start to see it. And then my girl started noticing it. And then from those pictures, I started seeing it as well. And then it got to the point where people at work are asking me like, "Yo, are you okay? Because you're dropping a lot of weight." I'm like, it's not weight loss, it's fat loss. Like, come on,
They don't
guys.
understand. They don't understand.
Like, but
And just for the viewer watching, like if you guys
yeah,
are not losing at least 2 to 3 pounds a week, realistically, you don't know what you're doing. Okay, so you need
yeah.
right. That's slow progress. Okay, so now that that's out the way, so Lorenzo, like after you started losing the weight and your kids and your girl,
Mm,
started seeing like how dedicated you were with your fitness and your nutrition, how did
yeah.
that impact them? Right? How did that impact them? How did that? I don't want to say rub off on them, but
No,
like,
no worries.
yeah. How did they respond to it?
So I got lucky, man. When you and I first started the program, that first week, I'd taken a trip. I don't know if I told you or not. I went to
I
Denver,
think
I
it's,
think.
oh, Denver.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
I went to Denver, and she's honestly amazing. She grabbed all my meal prep for that week or that time we were there. Like went to the store, got it. She brought it. We cooked all the food there, so I already had that foundational support. And then I want to say, like, maybe a week or two later, when she saw that I was still committed to it, she herself said, "Hey, I'm going to do this with you." Or maybe it was like right away, one of the two. But yeah, she's still doing it with me. Granted, she's not on the program, but I mean, she's doing the best she can.
Right.
She's still counting her macros. She'll still send me pictures of what she's eating. She's not too much of a fan of the protein Pop Tart, the strawberry one, but I'll
Yeah,
eat the hell out.
it's an
I'll eat
acquired
that.
taste. I like
Yeah,
it. I like
yeah.
it. Yeah, yeah.
I'll eat the hell out of it now. Like I'm good. Everything was a acquired taste, but now I'm like, okay, I'm good. Um, and then after that, it's when I got my kids, I want to say a month ago. I know, buddy. Um, I started taking them to the gym with me because like I still had to do it.
Right. Right.
Once I got there, like even this little one, I was doing standing calf raise, and I can vividly remember like where I was in the gym when I saw this. I was
Mm,
looking at myself in the mirror, and then I see this little dude grab the lightest weight he could find, and then right behind me doing some standing calf raises, and then
mm,
he did some bicep curls, and then my oldest was doing some lat pull downs. I'm like, okay, we can do this. So as we're doing this, I'm incorporating like, hey, we're gonna go on a walk. Like we'll go walk the dog or we'll go walk ourselves, like whatever. Like we are gonna walk at least, do something.
right.
And then that ended up rubbing off on my dad and my mom. Huh, sorry. Huh. What? It won't charge? Here, hold on. Sorry, one sec.
No, you're all good. You're all good.
Yeah. Hey, Dan, here. We'll take this to the room. Uh, it started running off my parents too because my mom saw how dedicated I was, and she's like, "You really have to weigh out your food." I'm like, "Yes, like I do." She's like, "Can you eat some of this?" Like they really, my parents make such the best breakfast ever. Like it is so good. So I'll eat it, but I'll eat it
Right.
like I have to weigh it out, make sure I do whatever I need to do.
Just for
So
y'all to know, like he's eating other, like he's not restricted from what he can eat. He just
definitely
can't
not.
eat a whole lot of it. Like,
Yeah.
so now, like the way that his diet is set up, he can really eat whatever the fuck he want. Right. If you really wanted to, you could eat whatever you
Yeah.
wanted to, but he's eating for his goals. Right. So
Yeah.
he's still able to eat out. He's still able to do, eat out, with his girl and, eat at his mom and dad's house. He just has to weigh it out so that he can just know how much to eat, right? A lot of the
Yeah.
people struggle with portion control because they don't weigh anything out, they don't track anything. So like it's
Hmm.
hard. Of course you're gonna struggle with portion control if you don't track anything. But yeah, keep on going, man. Like I just want to let them know, like
No,
you're
no
eating,
worries.
you're eating able to eat what you want and still
Yeah.
see the results that you want to.
I can still do, yes, like you said, eat anything that I want. But the thing that I hired you for,
Mhm.
you basically took the guesswork out of it for me. So yes, if I wanted to go eat something, like say if I want to go take the kids to like Chick-fil-A today, cool. I literally have here, I'll even show you the meal plan that you gave me. It's right here. So it's in my face all the time.
Right, right.
So it literally takes all the guesswork out of what I need to eat. I can just look at it real quick for a quick reference and
Right,
go
that's
from there.
that's fire. That's fire.
Um, but yeah, I'll eat what I'm more conscious about, like what I pick at the grocery store now, or like the convenience store. Like if I want something, I'm gonna flip that thing over, carbs, proteins, fats. Okay, how many do I have left? Can I fit this in here? If I eat this, what am I gonna have to subtract from my meal later? Is it really worth it? No. Okay, fine, whatever. I don't need it.
So you're learning about nutrition now.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what I was really missing. And that's why I'm grateful for the opportunity and then really grateful. Like I'm probably going to continue this for quite some time, like, for a while, because it's definitely a lifestyle change. Something that was really welcomed. And then again, it started affecting everyone else. Not only did it affect my parents, so my dad was already losing weight, but as he's saying, I can hear my mom saying like, "Hey, this is what I want to do." And when I lose weight, she has a small portion like Tupperware container. Like, you know what? I'm gonna start like next week or whatever. I'm like, okay, mom, cool. And my younger brother, he's on his own fitness journey right now, and I haven't told him this yet. But when we went out to this place called Westwood Barbecue over the weekend, because this was the first time in a while that all the siblings were together, all our kids were together, and we were together with our parents.
Mhm.
And they were looking at me like, "What are you gonna eat?" And I'm just like, "I don't know. Chat GBT, tell me what's good here." And then I think I got like a grilled chicken sandwich or something. Got a side of broccoli, and again, I was out there weighing it out. Um, Somebody was starting to make fun of me because I had my weight scale, and then my brother immediately jumped in. He's like, "Hey, don't make fun of him. He's on his fitness journey. Like he's doing what he needs to do." I'm like, "Hey, I like that."
Right. And
So
that's very important. Like
yeah,
people understand that like the company you keep will dictate the outcomes that you get.
yeah, 100%,
So
100%.
like someone like myself, like that's on my fitness journey, right? and takes fitness seriously, I would see you bring out the scale, and I'm like, okay, man, that's dedication. That's sacrifice. That's amazing. Like I'm
Hmm.
supporting you, right?
Yeah,
But someone who may not be on their journey or just not aware, they'll make more fun of it. They'll be like, oh, like, why are you doing all that? Like it's not that serious. Like, but it is that serious.
it is.
It
I mean,
really is.
that's
Go
yeah.
ahead. What are you saying? What are you saying?
I had some of my coworkers tell me, like, why are you doing this or why are you doing that? And yes, start making fun of me a little bit. I had came back one weekend from the kids, visiting them before they came here. I think I got back at like 10:30
Mhm.
at night, and I still had to hit the gym. I'm like, I guess the worst thing that I guess what scares me is like you tell me like, yo, you missed the workout or yo, you missed your steps. Like, what the hell? I'm like, I'm not trying to have that conversation with you. I like the conversation we have
Uh,
now. Like,
some
like,
people in the program, I have that conversation with them every day. I'm like,
you
bro, what
know,
the fuck? Like,
like
like,
I I'm not trying to have that conversation with you. And it's literally like whatever it takes. If I have to stay up a little bit to go hit this workout, I will. Huh? You're hungry? Okay, give me a sec. Hold on. If I had to hit this workout, like I will. I remember again one weekend I came back from them, I still had like 6,000 steps to do. So there I was trying to beat the time before midnight, like to knock out these steps, but
like,
still did it. Uh, and then my buddy was like, why are you gonna go to the gym right now? It's okay to miss one day. Like you're okay. I'm like, no, I can't. And another buddy said like, hey, I closed all my rings today. I work out to drink, or I closed all my
work out
rings today.
drink.
Yeah, he works out to drink. Um, and
Okay.
he's like, oh, I closed all my rings today. Now I can go eat what I want. I'm like, it's so not about that. Like, it's the lack of knowledge is insane,
Same.
or it is insane. And in the Marine Corps, man, we have this program called the Body Composition Program.
Mm.
Essentially, like if you are found out of standards of your height and weight, like they'll put you on this program for 6 months. And
Mm.
it's like a 6 month probation period. If you don't make your weight, regardless if you're 20 pounds over, 30 pounds over, 40 pounds, whatever it is,
Mm.
if you don't make your weight by 6 months, they kick you out.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah, they kick you out. So I guess that's where the fear came too when I first stepped on that in-body scan because I'm like, I had just made height and weight, cool. And I stepped on the in-body scan for myself to see where I was at. I'm like, okay, now I'm on this end of the spectrum. Let me see how fast I can go down. Let's see, mid-May,
Mhm.
June, July. Yeah, like 2 months. Back down to the 197 where I'm supposed to be, but I look so much better than I did at 220, 230, which is insane.
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, if I can do that in 2 months, why can't they do it in six? Like just literally watch what you eat, do this and that. But again, it's the lack of knowledge. Like they don't have all the tools they need to succeed.
Yeah.
And if I was put in that training spot again, to impact, I'm definitely gonna incorporate that. And that's what I've been telling most of the Marines that talk to me. How did you do this or how did you do that? I'm like, just walk. Like just X
Awesome.
amount of steps a day. That's all you need to do. And I'm still eating ice cream. Like, you still eat ice cream? I even brought it to work and I ate it in front of them. Like I'm just going to town. Like this is so good.
Yeah, like and that's the crazy thing. So one thing people don't, and you'll notice that people have a bad relationship with food, right?
Yeah.
So like they'll be like, "Oh, this is good and this is bad." I was talking to my girl about this yesterday. There
Mhm.
is no good or bad food, right? Because there's no good without bad and there's no bad without good, right? They both
Yeah.
contrast, right? Because you can eat too much good food and it actually be detrimental to you. Like you can eat too many vegetables and be well unnourished and not get enough vitamins and stuff that your body needs, right?
Mhm.
So you can drink too much water and drown, right? So stuff like that. So and if you eat too much bad food, we know what that leads to.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, there is no good or bad food. It's moderation. But there's
Mhm.
a fine line with moderation because a lot of people get to that line and they want to cross that line, right? They're like, oh yeah, like I can, people know, like, let's say that you wanted a hamburger. You can have hamburger every night. Cut it in half, eat one half of it. But you know what they're gonna do? Cut
I
it.
want the whole thing.
I'm gonna eat the whole thing. I'm gonna eat,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna get me some fries. Fuck it, I ate the fries too. It's the moderation,
Yeah.
right? It could be a veggie burger, right? But if you eat the whole thing and then you eat it, then you down it with a shake, then you have some alcohol too with it. It's not, bro, it's not
Yeah,
healthy no more. You just overindulged. So
yeah,
the system that I've given you guys that I use myself, it actually gives you freedom, right? Like most people
mm,
be like, oh, tracking is too much. It's just too much. It's just too much. Like I don't want to track. I don't want to do all that. I just want to eat. Like you have to understand that like when you track your food, it gives you the knowledge and the capabilities of being able to input the foods that you like in your diet.
yeah, 100%.
Like
Yeah,
like you can have
yeah.
Chick-fil-A and stuff like that. If you know how to track your food, you can insert the Chick-fil-A in your diet, have the
I did like 2 days ago. I did.
yeah, and you can still hit the food. Like you can
Yeah,
have the food that you like, but you just have to learn the skill, right? And it's a skill. Like as you're learning, it's a true skill.
yeah. And then now that I've gone this far in my fitness journey, I can then turn that around and talk more shit to the Marines. Tell them like, hey, this is where I was really at like 2 months ago. This is where I'm at now. Fix it. And they're like, oh shit. Like, this is where you're at. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, how did you do that? It's it's really not that complicated.
Not. It's not. It's not complicated, but it's not simple either.
It's
Right?
definitely not.
It's
Not
not.
simple.
Yeah, like the people are like, oh yeah, calories in, calories out. Like, nah, it's not.
Nope. You really have to track like everything, like everything.
Yeah,
Even when I have those what sparkling waters, the 5 calorie one,
yeah,
track that too. If I want like a cup of coffee and it's 12 ounces, I have to count the creamer that I'm going to put in there, at the stevia that I'm going to put in there, I have to count that too. It doesn't add too much, but it's still got to count it.
yeah. Like, I'll tell people like one thing that I noticed that people they like to be delusionally optimistic,
Hmm.
right? So meaning like they want to have the feeling of, hey, I just ate healthy, so I feel good, right? So like you know
Yep.
what I mean. So
Yep.
when you
Yep.
track, it
Yep.
holds you accountable, right? When I make you take pictures, it holds you accountable, right? Like a picture doesn't lie. But if I were to if you don't take any pictures and you barely get on the scale and you're just going off how your shirt feels, well, I feel the shirt kind of it's not as loose anymore. It's just not as
Hmm.
or my waist and that stuff is valid, but you still need to step on the scale and you still need to take the pictures because they provide a different outlook and then tracking your food right is very helpful. Like when you look past it as far as this what is you look past it as far as this detrimental, like it's holding me back, like I have to do all this stuff and you look at it as, oh, this is freedom, this is what discipline looks like, this is what getting results look like,
Yeah,
then
most
you
definitely.
you start embracing it.
Yeah, and once that habit starts forming, like it's like second nature. I have a buddy of mine who's like, yeah, this was like maybe 2 weeks ago. He's like, yeah, next week I'm gonna start my freaking diet. I'm gonna start running. I'm like, what are you gonna eat? It's like, I'm just gonna have eggs, salad, and fruit. Like that's it. Like, yeah, it'll be good. I've done it before. I'll just lose the weight, and then like you're gonna gain
Right
it.
back to where he
You're
was.
gonna go right back to where you were, man. Like you're doing that for nothing. Literally doing it for nothing.
And it's people, no offense to him, it's
Yeah,
guys like that, they'll be like, oh yeah, I lost the weight before like that so I can just do it again,
yeah,
but it's not about just losing the weight, it's about keeping it off.
yes. Exactly. Yeah, that's important. What I have noticed is, yes, I've dropped the weight.
Mhm.
Fat loss comes along result with the result of that. But I wore them Monday or Tuesday. I want
Mhm.
to say Monday.
Mhm.
It's a pair of my cannies, like the bottoms,
Mhm.
um, that I haven't fit into in, I'm telling you, a hot minute. I put them on. I'm like, oh shit! Like I can actually button all the buttons. I can actually wear this like how I need to. And it was just really, I guess, eye opening as far as like I've come. Like the pants that I have now, they don't even fit anymore. Like I know you are. Grab the waffles. They're right there in the freezer. Um, yeah. Now those pants don't even fit me anymore. Like I need a different belt. But it's good. And again, And again, my girl can see how dedicated I am with it because I tell her all the time, like, hey, I'm this weight today or I'm that weight today. And she's like, you lost that much weight already? I'm like, yeah. Like
Yeah.
it's like, hey, good job. Like, she's proud of me and all that stuff. Yeah, buddy, it is. And it just gives me that more motivation to keep going. By the way, this isn't for me, it's for him. Let's just put that
No,
out
no,
there.
you're good.
All
You're
right,
good.
let's see. I know everybody's watching. I'm not
They
making
protein waffles. They can
yeah.
have waffles too.
Yeah, yeah, you
As
can
long
have
as it,
waffles too. You definitely can. But
yeah.
this isn't for me. My son is like severely underweight, so chocolate chip waffles, like whatever. Like but no. Yeah, it's the I guess now the compliments of, hey, you're starting to look better. Like one of my recruits, because I was a drill instructor like years back.
Mhm.
One of my recruits looked at me and was like, "You're looking so much better. Like you
Really?
look better." Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, "Damn, that gives me more of a motivation to keep going." And again, I'm dropping knowledge to him. You need to get X amount of steps in. That's what you need to do. Like I have a coach if you want to talk to him, but hey, it's up to you.
Important. I ask you
Yeah.
this. I ask you this, Lorenzo. You know how important. Um, it's a two-part question. So,
Yeah.
how important do you think it is to have a coach, right? To help someone in their journey, like in their journey, right? How important do you like, in your opinion, is it for someone like struggling to lose weight to have a coach, right? And the benefits that it
Mhm.
brings you, and then also how important is it a man like yourself, like a leader, because you're a father and you're
Yeah.
a leader, for your recruits, how important is it for them to be in shape for not only their family but at their job too?
So it's kind of like a two-parter. For anyone who's even thinking about doing this, like how much longer do you not want to see results? When I finally sucked up my pride and was like, okay, yes, I'm gonna invest in the coach. I'm gonna see what this has to offer because I've never done it before.
Mhm.
And then what I found is a massive return on the investment. So it's totally worth like, the monthly thing that you and I have going on right now. Like, cause you already gave me meal plan, you gave me this goal, that goal, a community of people like, again, Devontae getting 20,000 steps a day. I am dog tired every time. And I don't even go to the gym right now because
Bro,
I'm still
Montreal
injured.
get 20,000
Yeah,
at
yeah,
9 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, bro,
yeah.
what is going on here? Like, I had to set him aside. I'm like, okay, bro, I'm not trying to be a coach right now. I'm trying to learn for myself. How did you do that before 9 o'clock? Like,
Yeah.
that's a lot of steps. Like,
That's Yeah, it is. It's freaking wild. And I'm just like, okay, am I going to be able to keep this up 20,000, 20,000, 20,000 once this rib of mine heals up? I'm like, okay, I'm up for it, but I know I'm going to be tired. Um, but it was just once I invested in the coach, the results like they speak for themselves. Like everything is around me is starting to change. I look at things a lot differently now. Like you had told us from the jump, like, hey, front load your freaking steps. In the beginning, I didn't really do that. I kind of waited towards the end of the day. I'm trying to figure it out, right? But yes, definitely front loading your steps in the morning frees up the rest of your freaking day. Like it really does. And, okay, you have to go work out for an hour. Okay, got it. Like I'll do that during lunch. Or I'll do that like whatever in the evening. But it's just 1 hour. But the benefits of having a coach is like it's. I'm trying to say this. Um, if you're gonna do this on your own for a year, cool. I mean, you'll drop the weight. Um, I mean, I don't know how much fat you're gonna lose. Maybe you'll be, the skinny fat like everybody's gonna say. But
Yep.
if you're gonna go a 12-month period, like let's just see what the results are gonna be. I guarantee you, like my results will be a lot better 12 months with 12 months of coaching than it will 12 months of doing it by myself.
And
Like,
go ahead, what were you saying? Go ahead.
but even what you basically did, man, is shorten up the time frame. Like you're like from the jump, you're like, we're here to get results. We're here to like, we're not trying to do slow progress. Like we want results now. And
Mhm.
again, that was hard at the beginning. Like, okay, you didn't see much. You ate everything you needed to eat, and like not seeing a lot of change. But once it starts coming, it just motivates you to keep
Starts
going.
snow.
Yeah,
You'll just look at,
yeah,
oh, damn, I'm down 5 pounds like in a week,
yeah.
like, something
It,
like that. Yeah.
yep. So yeah, you basically took the 12-month period and shortened it down to like hell 2, 3 months, even if you wanted it to.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends on how much I put in. Like if I want, I guess, faster results, then the goal at the beginning was 11,000 steps, then you jumped it to 13. Um, and then hang that up. Then you jump to 13. And then once I was going over 13, you're like, okay, let's do 15,000. I'm like, 15,000 is so much. Like, how am I going to do that? Here I am, like, okay. I told my girl, was it the other day, like, I was so tired from the trip back over here with the kids, but I front loaded the steps, so I got most of them done.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I want to say the second night I was here, I think I still needed like 2,000 more steps to hit 18,000. No,
Mm-hmm.
no, I hit the bed, I was done. Like it wasn't happening.
At least you got 16 though. At least you
Oh
got
yeah,
16, yeah.
still got
16
16.
is
I got
good.
yeah, and I'm like, okay, now I'm just gonna try to keep going to 20. Just I guess the more what I learned is the more steps that I do, the faster results are going to come as long as you have the nutrition as well. It doesn't really matter like what honestly it doesn't matter what the fuck you do in the gym. Like you can have the best fucking program ever. You can take the workouts that you post on Instagram or people get off of TikTok or whatever. You can go do those things.
Mm-hmm.
But all the results come outside of the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Like it really does. And that's something that's invaluable to me, which is why I invested in the coach and definitely worth it.
Yeah.
So again, if anybody's out there like, yeah, I'm second guessing or I can't afford it, just budget your damn money, do it, and you're not going to regret it.
Not. I'm like, man,
Mm.
it's like you get everything laid out for you. Like it's
Yeah.
like really, and so the way that for you guys that are watching, right? The way that it's set up is you know exactly what to eat, how much to eat, how
Hmm.
to track the food, right? Because I'll teach you how to do it, but in simple terms. Like I taught him how to do it easily, right? It's not super complicated, right? Um, I taught him how to do it where it's not like super overwhelming or it takes all day to do, right? I break down to you the workouts that you need to do, how many reps and sets that you have to do,
Yep.
how to do it, right? You get more knowledge on stuff at the end of the call. You get community, you get everything.
Hmm.
You get absolutely everything. The only reason why you wouldn't get results unless you just say like, because you know how he just trusted the process from the beginning. If you just said, no, I'm just not going to do it wholeheartedly, right? I'm just not going to do it wholeheartedly. I'm gonna just half do it, see. Like some people come to me and be like, oh, yeah, I'll just see. They say that they try, but then they
Yep.
try. So, but yeah, like that's overall what you like I shorten the time span for you because I tell
Yep.
people all the time. I think I told you and actually I don't think I had to tell you on our call because you kind of were like you already understood the importance of investing in yourself. But
Yeah.
I know that one person, no, he's like, he's kind of on the fence about it. I was like, hey man, like, realistically, bro, because he was trying to convince me that he could lose the weight and he was struggling for years. I'm like, bro, yeah, I'm
Hmm.
like, yeah, bro, you lost the weight before, like you lost 30 pounds before, gained it back. What I'm going to provide to you is I'm going to shorten the time that you lose this weight this time. So that 30 pounds that you're trying to lose, that you've been taking 5 months to lose, I'm gonna help you lose it in two, right?
Hmm.
But most importantly, I'm gonna teach you how to keep it off. So you ain't got to keep on re-losing the same weight over and over again. Like
Yeah.
for you guys that are watching, right? You have to think about, yeah, you lost the weight, but you don't know how to keep it off. That's like if I were to make millions of dollars every single year, but I'm losing it. What
Hmm.
money do I really have?
Yeah.
Like,
Nothing.
like if I don't have no money, if I'm making millions every year, but I have no money saved, it's like, yeah, I
Yeah.
have millions, but like I have no security, right? I have no
No.
stability. So that's literally what you guys are doing. It's like you guys are getting a check every Friday and blowing the whole check, and now you're living
Hmm.
paycheck to paycheck. That's a prime example of what it's like on you guys' fat loss journey. Y'all losing this weight, gaining it right back, or if like with your buddy, right? There's lack
Yeah.
of knowledge. Like people go to extreme measures like that when they just lack the knowledge, right, to achieve the result. Because he's about to do something that's a lot harder than what you did, right?
Yeah.
He'd rather put himself through hell. Just fruit, water, and I think salad.
You salad and eggs, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, salad,
Yeah.
that's way harder, right? He's gonna put himself through something way harder and run than just to
Hmm.
pay a few, to pay some, a little bit of cash to learn the right knowledge to do it more conveniently and keep it off. I just don't understand that mindset.
I don't get it. And even like during our lunch periods and everything. If we go work out, we'll get luxury of the military, thank God. We'll get a 2 hour lunch, 1 hour to go to the gym, 1 hour to eat. And that first hour, man, I'm walking around the building, just getting my freaking steps in. And everybody knows that I do it. I'm really not trying to gatekeep or anything like that. Another extreme thing that I've seen people do in the military when it comes to, hey, I'm not going to make weight or whatever, or I have to make weigh-in to go do this or that, they will stop eating. And I'm telling you, like, for either a week or 4 days or whatever, your waffles are right there.
Stop eating.
Uh, they'll stop eating, and I'm just like, that's crazy. I'm like, yes, they lose the weight, but at
Second.
what cost? At what cost? Like they are so malnourished. Their face is sunken in. They don't even look good. They don't even feel good, but they lost the weight. And as soon as they go back to eating again, all that's going to come back.
They eat one chocolate chip waffle. They blow up.
They're going to blow up. Good thing
Blow
I
up.
have him because I am not eating that. But a new thing that I've found where they at.
Oh yeah,
These
those
are
are
so,
fire.
oh my
Oh
God, these are
man, those are
so
fire,
good. They're
bro.
so good.
Fire, fire. I have one at the end. There's another one I got to get you. I got you to get you aware of. It's called
This
Yeah,
one.
those are good. And then and
Yeah.
you know what's crazy? People will say stuff like, "Oh, I have to cut out sugar." Have you ever heard that in the military? I have to
Yes,
cut out carbs and
absolutely.
sugar, and you just eating ice cream right in front. I'm
Hell,
like, yeah, I just lost
think
30.
of it again for the viewers, right? Where is it at?
Yeah.
Kids are having this, right?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Me, I'm about to eat the hell out of this later.
You can eat the whole thing
The whole
for
thing.
360.
Yeah, the whole
Yeah.
thing.
People
And
don't
it's
know that.
still
Yeah.
18 grams of protein, 69 grams of carbs, so I had to make sure I counted for that.
Yep.
And then where are the fat? 11 grams of fat. But yeah, I can eat the whole thing. I'm just sitting there like loving it. It's great.
Bro, it's great. It's like, damn, like I really just fit this in there. Have you ever tried
Yeah.
you've tried the Quest pizza? The Quest pizza? Yeah.
Yes. Tried that. That was really good.
Okay.
What I was taken back by though was it was the first time I had it, but it was the portion, like it was small. I was like, huh. I'm like, you know what? Okay, I still get to have the pizza,
Right.
but it still fits my macros. So I can't do what I used to do and let's say go get a medium pizza and go kill the whole thing. Like I look at things a lot differently now.
You could
Even with
you could still get it, but you just wouldn't be able to kill the whole thing. You just probably
yeah,
like a quarter of it, you know?
yeah. And another thing my girl got me on was it G Hughes or whatever, like the sugar free like ketchup,
Yep.
like that stuff. It was weird at first because I was so used to having the ketchup, right? And then when I tell people like, oh yeah, I can still have ketchup, barbecue sauce, yes, it's more macro friendly. So yes, I'll pour that thing on and it is great. So it's just a lack of knowledge of the foods that we should eat versus the foods that we shouldn't eat. Or I forget how you worded it. It's in one of the videos that you had said,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's something like that. But
I'm gonna be posting a
it's
lot more videos like of what people should eat. Like they have a lack of knowledge of the better options of what they could eat.
I think that's what it was. Yeah,
I probably
yeah,
said it a little differently, but like
yeah.
it's just so many different things. Like it's just a whole nother part of the grocery store that they just never seen.
Hmm.
I posted like the whole. I'm like, hey, all you guys are trying to lose is weight. You see this whole section right here? You can have chips, sugar.
Yep.
You know how many people DM me like, what?
Speaking of that, here's one again.
Yeah, and those are good though. Like those are,
These chips,
bro.
these chips, like, and then I like these because yes, high in protein, 19 grams, 5 grams of carbs. So if I wanted two of these, I could probably eat them. And again, most people say like, oh, it's because you're getting healthy, and that's what all healthy people say. Like this stuff tastes good. I'm like, no, like if you really want this, like trust me, it's gonna work.
And it
And
doesn't taste bad. You just have to find
no,
which one that tastes
yes,
good to you. Like that's
yes.
that's 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 the thing. People don't want to sit down and just try a lot of different things. I'm like, yeah, like for me example, my girl, like me and my girl, we like to eat the spicy chili Quest chips, right?
Oh, okay,
Yeah, those
yeah.
are good to us. But but someone else, they might like the nacho cheese, right? I didn't like
Hmm.
that. But it's like you just have to find which one you like. And I just noticed that people don't like to do that. But once you find what you like,
Cool. It's
keep on running it in because now you're eating things that you like all day.
hmm
And that's one thing about fat loss that people need to realize is you should not be forcing yourself to eat things that you do not like all day. That is a recipe for disaster and you will not stick to it. You might have some of those people who have the willpower just to get through it and they
yeah.
get through it, right? But the second that they get their goal, what do you think they're going to do? Go back
You're
to
gonna go.
all the
Yep.
things that they want to eat. So
Yep.
like if that's your goal is or that's your mindset like oh yeah I'm going to just eat this nasty food until I reach my weight goal and then I'm gonna just maintain aka I'm gonna just eat whatever the fuck I want right
That's what they're gonna do.
and have
That's exactly what they're
workouts
gonna do.
I'm gonna eat whatever
Because
the
I
fuck I
did it
want
too.
yep
Yeah.
then that's a losing battle long term you won't keep the weight off
Yeah.
the best way is to find foods that you like, that taste good to you, right? And eat those same similar foods. And then just have a cheat meal on the weekend. I ain't saying no cheat
Yep.
day.
Yeah. That's
Cheat
the
meal.
difference. You didn't say a cheat day.
I
Like a
didn't
cheat
because
meal.
people be
Yeah.
like, yeah, I just have my cheat days on the weekend. I'm like, you work out
Nope.
5 days and you're having a whole cheat day? Yeah, you just blew it, bro. Well,
Yeah.
it's not that bad. I get this. I'm like, bro, you overeating, but it don't matter if it's bad or not. Right. So other than that, I just want to just kind of conclude all this because now I'm talking to you, I gotta go get my meal prep and stuff to do. Because man, like no, like you're
Yeah.
like you don't understand, man. Like you have not like there's no hack. Like I told you, like from the
Good.
I'm like there's no hack. Like
Yeah.
the hack that people are looking for is the lifestyle change that they're not willing to make. Because
hmm
once you turn it into a lifestyle, it gets easy.
It's yeah.
It
It
gets easy.
does.
I don't teach a hack. I tell people all the time, I don't teach a hack. I teach what works. Right?
100%.
No way you're going to get your abs and all that kind of stuff if you're not embracing this lifestyle. If you're not embracing true change, right? So, last thing that I want to ask you, man, before we, before we depart, man,
Yeah. No worries.
um, let's say that, you know, someone, like what are some closing remarks that you want to give to maybe any military guys, Marine Corps guys that are struggling to lose this weight, right? For their test or they're
hmm
picking up weight and they're just wanting to know how to do it. Give them some actionable advice that you would give them, and then also, give them some actionable advice because you already said that you like, hey, hire me. But let's just say that
Yeah.
they ain't got it right now or whatever. You know how it goes.
If
Like, just
yeah,
give them some actionable advice that they can follow, so they can see like because you lost 30 pounds in 2 months.
like 2 months. Yeah.
Yeah, give them some actionable advice that they can
Uh,
in this
what
video.
I would say, what I would say, if they didn't have the means to go ahead and hire a coach, knowing the stuff that I know now,
Hmm.
um, get you a freaking watch that tracks your steps, and that's what I told one of the Marines like not too long ago. Like the first thing I wanted to do is get 11,000 steps a day. Like that's it. Yep. Get you an Apple Watch, track it.
Get you a watch. Get you a watch.
Get you a
You all
watch,
wear it.
and then
You all wear it.
yep, get you a watch and track your steps every day. Once you can do that, okay, find a program or routine that you're gonna follow. Okay, cool, hit that. And then if you're really committed to it, it's the part that we're all missing is the nutrition.
Mhm.
So yes, you're gonna have to start counting your calories. You're gonna have to start counting everything that you put in your body. Once you get all three of those things going, like it's
Exactly.
a wonder like why I didn't do this before. And I can take myself in the butt, like why was I so scared? Why was I so timid? I mean, I know all those things. I was self-conscious of this, that, and the other. Didn't want to do it. Was too afraid of what people were gonna think. But now on the flip side of it, now everybody's like, okay, yeah, we see you. Okay, cool. And I have a buddy at work who is in better shape than I am. So I keep going to him like, hey, this is what I'm eating, this, that. And he actually holds me accountable too. Like they were handing out pizza in the warehouse and I came around the corner. He's like, no, go the other way. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah.
I'm like, just one slice. Like, that's it. That's all I want is one slice. He's like, no, you're on your fitness journey. Like, you need to do this. I'm like, okay.
Why gotta be a
So,
fitness journey? Why can't it just be a life? Like, why everybody gets
yeah.
he's on his fitness
Yeah.
journey like it's
Yeah.
supposed to end or something?
I'm like it's not going to end, to be honest with you. But I'd also say if you're that scared to freaking commit, like just go invest in yourself, man. And then that's gonna start trickling into every little thing in your life. Like it really is. I find myself now with, a little bit more energy, a little more time. Like I feel so much better now than I did back then. I'm more productive at work now than I was back then. It's it's definitely a lifestyle change. Once you get used to that lifestyle, once you embrace it, dude, just take off with it.
Yeah.
But again, you need all those three things in order for this to work. It's not like you said, it's no hack, nothing like that.
No.
If you really want it, make sure if you really want this, then fucking do it. Stop saying that you're gonna do it. Stop saying like, oh yeah, I'll start on Monday. Oh yeah, I'll start on Monday. What happens 2 months later? You said you were gonna lock in. What happened?
Didn't lock in.
You didn't lock in. I did that to one of my Marines too. I did that to one of my Marines. Like I showed him my, where I was and where I am now. And I'm like, yo, what happened? You said you're gonna lock in when you're on leave. He's like, oh, I drank the entire time while I was on leave. I'm like, hey man,
They
that's
the big reason, why, like people see the transformation and they just see the physical like transformation, but they
yeah,
don't know what you had to psychologically transform in here,
yeah, yeah.
right? To make that physical transformation. They see the external, but they don't see the internal sacrifices that you had to go through, right?
It
Such
was
as
wild.
overcoming your fear of taking your scale to the restaurant,
Yeah.
and getting that judgment. They didn't see the external judgment from people saying, "Oh, you have to do all that," like, going against societal norms and just
Hmm.
focusing and locking in on you, right? They didn't see when after you, trained all day, I mean, drove all day, had to go to the gym
Yep.
almost damn near midnight just to get the steps in. They don't see that, right? They just see the before and after, right?
Yeah.
So, if someone wants to make the transformation like him, what you'll have to do is you'll have to be okay with putting your old self to rest.
Yeah.
You'll have to be, and a lot of people they're like, "Oh, I like myself. I don't want to do that." But I'm like, you can't get the better version of you doing the same things that you're currently doing. That's why you don't have it. You're
Hmm.
unwilling to track your food. You're unwilling to walk the steps and do whatever it takes. You're unwilling to take your skill and get judged by people. You're
Yeah.
unwilling to swap out Lay's potato chips for Quest protein. You're just unwilling to do that. So you will not get the outcome.
Definitely won't.
Right?
It's
The version of you is just not good enough. It's just not willing. So
that's where a lot of people are at too. I mean, I was there too.
yeah.
Definitely there.
Yeah. So like I think that's one thing when they truly understand like, hey, I'm willing to take this life. Fuck the result, okay? The result is gonna come if you have the
Hmm.
right coach and he lays you out the right blueprint. Now, if you don't got a coach, you're kind of fucked. I'm not gonna lie to you because you're gonna have to figure it out on your own. But if you watch my content, you should be able to somewhat piece it together. But if you
Yeah.
have a coach and you have a blueprint, right? Once you have the blueprint and it's clear as day what to do, it's all up to you to execute. And the
Hmm.
only way that you'll execute is if you switch it to a lifestyle. It has
Yeah.
to be into a lifestyle. I don't know any fitness person who's in shape that said it was a hack or didn't completely. You don't got to be in the gym every single day, 2, 3, 4 hours a day. You don't have to do nothing
Yeah.
like that. But
Think
like,
I'm
but you gotta embrace the lifestyle. You have to be open to it, and a lot of people are just not open to it.
think the longest I spent in the gym and one of the workouts he gave me was a full workout and then abs right afterwards. So like an hour and 20 minutes maybe.
Also, you're only in the gym for
But
an hour or two.
yeah, like yeah.
Also, you're in and out.
That's I was literally in and out. But the steps and everything else came, throughout the day. So maybe I'll go back to the gym and go do that because I didn't have a walking pad. Now I have one. I can do it here. But as far as like actual workout time in a day before I got hurt, I don't even go past an hour and a half. Like,
Some people be in there killing themselves 3 hours.
hmm.
3 hours. Yeah, bro. I'll go to the gym 3 hours. I'm like, okay, what does that mean? You only lost
Yes.
10 pounds in 5 months, 6 months. Like, are
Yeah.
you all this killing yourself for what?
For nothing. And
Nothing.
you see those people in the gym who've been there for you know the ones who are cycling through. You
Yup.
see them and like, okay, I see you here. 2 months later, I look a little different. You still look the same, man. Like, what's going on?
And you know,
I'm
go ahead, go. What were you saying?
like because I invested in myself, like I already have the knowledge, like I know what you're not doing, and it's steps and it's nutrition. Like that's it. Like I know what you're not doing. Like it's that. Like it
Oh, man.
really is.
And the thing is, it's not even before you got that, that knowledge from me, you
Yeah.
still were aware, like, okay, you've been going here for a minute. You don't look no
Mm-hmm.
different. Like,
Don't.
but you didn't know why, but now you know, like, you didn't know why, but
Yes.
you knew like there's something off. And
Yes.
I'm telling y'all, just because people don't go up to you in the gym and say that you look the same doesn't mean you don't look the same. We see you.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I'm telling you, this is no bullshit. I've been going to my specific gym
Yeah.
for since 2022.
Okay.
There, there are a couple people in there. They look literally the exact same for the last 3 years. They look the damn same. Like, bro, I'm not. I wish I was playing with you. I thought I was joking.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they look the same. But since no one ever says to them, "Hey, bro, like you literally look the same, right? You're lifting the same weight, doing the same stuff. What are you doing different?" Right? They're not
Mm-hmm.
aware. They're being delusional. They're not looking at the scale. They're not looking at themselves in the mirror, right? They're just like, oh well, at least I came. At least I came. At least
Mm-hmm.
right. And then they don't understand that's such a because at first I was like that too. I was like, oh, at least I just came. At least I just came. Like
And
I just came because the people I was comparing myself to were not consistent. So I'm like, at least I'm doing better than them.
yes.
So that's detrimental though, because first I'm comparing myself to people that are not lesser than me because I'm not better than nobody, but people that are
Mm.
not even serious about working out, right? That's like competing against somebody who doesn't want to be in the Marine Corps. Like they're like you're going to beat them,
Yeah.
right? But you're creating a person that is okay with just showing up, right? And not getting their outcome and not getting what they're worth. And that is the deeper root issue. Like, why are you okay with just showing up, but not getting what you're worth?
Absolutely. It's almost along the lines like a mediocre mindset will get you mediocre results.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like these people don't understand, like, hey, if you do that in the gym, I know you're doing that with your job that you've been here maybe
Mm-hmm.
5, 10 years. They supposed to give you a raise. They don't give it to you. It's okay. As
Mm-hmm.
long as I get a check.
Absolutely.
That girl that you're not supposed to be with, but you stay with her anyway. Well,
Yeah.
at least she cooks here and there. I guess not too bad. No, get what you're worth.
Yeah.
But it starts with the fitness. It starts with getting results, right? So, man, no, I appreciate you, for
Of
hopping on,
course. Of
hopping on.
course.
It means
Hey,
a lot.
man.
So,
Yeah, you've done a
hopefully,
lot for me. So yeah, 100%.
man, 100%. You guys, this was a great interview with my client Lorenzo. If you guys want to get in shape just like Lorenzo did, and you want to get, if you're a Marine, maybe Marine Corps, military
Mm-hmm.
personnel, and you want to stop having to stop eating for like a couple
Yes,
weeks.
they stopped eating for a couple of days to make the way. They only have water. I'm like, there's no way. Like,
If you don't want to have to worry about stuff like that, you just want to just go into your height and weight test, like just knowing that you're gonna pass it flying colors. Just shoot me a DM at George Gatsby 3. We'll talk, see if I can help out, see if we're a good fit. But other than that, catch you guys later.